Good morning, everybody. We are starting right at 10:30.
FICCI continuously advocates the need for dispensation of speedy decisions and justice, as that is the largest deterrent to aberrant behavior. The government needs more proactivity as well as formulation on rules and policies which minimize discretion in decision-making. FICCI has come together with GIZ for the launch of this important initiative, Alliance for Integrity. I'm sure that the discussions today will generate valuable insights on the advantages of having an ethical and compliant business environment. Thank you.
Companies and business associations, industry associations gathered here today have expressed their strong commitment to a fair and clean way of doing business because it's in their long-term best interest to have a level playing field. The alliance that is going to be kicked off today is meant to be a learning and dialogue platform, not a preaching platform, not a teaching platform, not a platform for speeches on holidays. Only today, the kickoff has speeches on holidays. The rest is hard work in dialoguing and in exchanging experiences, comparing notes, how to actually get things done. And in this spirit, I'm looking very much forward to today's discussions and the results also of the breakout sessions so that we can shape a roadmap of this Alliance for Integrity, because this is not supposed to be a one-off sort of event. It's an alliance which will have a roadmap and which will go forward. Thank you very much and good luck.
There has been a trend that whenever trouble breaks out in a company, boards and directors are looked at. Are we going about this the right way? Are the oversight systems in place within companies strong enough?
I won't speak too long, but there are some areas where the New Companies Act makes compliance extremely vague and difficult.
As of right now, would you say that Indian companies' boards spend a great deal of time of corruption on corruption and compliance issues within the company?
And companies tend to focus on fraud within the company, not so much corruption in general terms, but there is a lot more attention being paid to fraud, certainly.
Mr. Shouters, what Mr. Ramakrishna is saying at this point is that there may, for example, be technological shortcuts. I wouldn't say shortcuts, but approaches to minimizing the salience of the possibility of corruption. Like, would you say, as someone who's had experience of several developed countries as well as some knowledge of how things work here, that that's a possible answer?
For us, it's about learning how, for example, in the relation with governments, the government is working. That is to understand for us, to be understood by us. And by creating this kind of features, that is certainly a good way forward.
I think it's the most sanitized discussion on corruption that I have ever seen. So I was trying to think how it would look on Arnab Goswami's show.
In this country, that they feel that this is the only way to do business in India. It's not possible to do clean business in India.
Thank you. I completely agree with what you've said.
To my mind, I think if you just look at the word integrity, it actually goes beyond corruption. If you see the dictionary meaning or I was actually unable to see the German meaning, but if you look at the Hindi meaning and the English meaning, it actually means something that's complete. I think this is important.
Our profit has reduced, but because of certain vendors in a small company, we show that all opportunity just, and that's what a lot of malpractice. This is people go to business opportunity.
It is possible to arrive at integrity in business and in the relationship of business with politics by a series of exhortations. there are ground realities which I think we are obliged to take into account. The most important of these ground realities being the total inequality of our society, where those at the top end are so far away from the seething masses who come below them that the universes in which they live tend to be so different the one to the other that one wonders how one can make any prescription for two universes or more than two universes that seem to be circulating around without actually intersecting.
The subject is business integrity and transparency. I want to add to it a very related and important concept, which is the quality of trust in institutions. I want to read to you some survey figures which might startle some of us. And this is the World Economic Forum, firstly. It unveiled a major global public economic opinion survey in 2002, that's already 11 years ago. The Voice of the People survey, as it was called, of 36,000 people in 47 countries disclosed a dramatic lack of trust in democratic institutions, that is Parliament, the Congress in the US, etc. Fully 2/3 of those surveyed said they disagreed that their country is governed by the will of the people. And the survey found that global companies and large domestic companies were equally distrusted to operate in the best interest of society, ranking next to national legislative bodies at the bottom of the trust ratings.
Symposia like this of corruption.
I just wanted to say that these illustrious body which are new and especially post.
I would like to thank now the people who have, of course, organized this from the FICCI side, from the GIZ side, but I would like to thank all of you in the audience who have, on a public holiday like this, been sitting here a whole day. Thanks to the companies, civil society, media people from India, thanks to those of you who have come out from Germany, taking the long voyage just to witness this. Thank you very much. I hope that you have been finding this useful. And if you haven't, there is still a networking evening ahead of you where you can reap your benefits. With this, thank you very much and good luck.